Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Keep It Pro training call brought to you by Networking Wisdom each and every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific for the past 5 years. The purpose of this call is not only to learn skills of success in business and network marketing, but also in life. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Meredith, and I have the honor and privilege to introduce the creator and host, Mr. Romacio Fulcher. Romacio is a well-sought-after leader, trainer, and coach, as well as a very successful international entrepreneur. At the age of 25 years old, he made his first millions in mortgage and real estate, and shortly after that, he was introduced to network marketing. Because he was the ideal student and learned from the best, he quickly rose to the top. In fact, he has been one of the top 50 MLM income earners in the entire world. He has over 750,000 people in his organization and has done over $1 billion in sales. He knows how to make money, and he knows how to make it fast. He loves to have fun, but most of all, he loves to share the wisdom he has gained over the years. In fact, he has helped countless individuals make life-changing income all over the world. What I love most about Romacio is his ability to know exactly what his audience needs to hear each and every time he speaks. I highly suggest that you find a quiet place and grab a pen and paper because you're going to want to take notes and remember these nuggets of wisdom he's going to share today. Without further ado, here's your millionaire mentor, marketplace minister, the California kid, Mr. Romacio Fulcher.
Hey, thank you so much, Meredith. I appreciate you for stepping up and welcoming everybody on today's call. I'm excited to be here, guys, to do another one just like the other one. If you're joining us for the very first time, as she said, we've been doing this for over 5.5 years. Every single Sunday, this is where we are, every single Sunday, and we train you on 2 specific things. Number 1, we teach and train on the specific skills that you need to get yourself to the top of whatever business it is that you're promoting. The second thing that we teach, guys, is we also teach life skills as well. So what you're going to find from week in and week out as you tune in, we'll be training on a specific skill, or we'll be teaching and training on a life skill. Guys, I want you to know that this call is absolutely free. We don't charge you for it. There is no back angle at the end of it where we capture your information and try and pivot you into other business ventures. No. My biggest goal and my biggest wish and prayer for every one of you that is listening is that you choose to subscribe to the philosophy that we do this call by. And if you don't know our global anthem or our global philosophy, I want to share it with you right now before we begin. We believe, write this down, we believe what we make happen for others, God will gladly make it happen for you. When you can really get that deep down in your spirit, I want to say that 2 more times. It's so simple, but it is so profound. Once again, we believe what we make happen for others, God will gladly make it happen for us. When you finally come to the resolve to understand that no matter what season of your life you're in, and some of you are hurting really bad, whether it's emotional hurt, whether it's from health issues, whether it's financial issues, whether it's parenting, whether it's relationship issues. We have people right now, ladies and gentlemen, that are hurting at an all-time high. It is a lot going on in our world today, a lot. But in the same breath, some of you are winning like you've never won before. And so what is that? What that teaches us, guys, in this thing called life, there are seasons. Summer, spring, winter, and fall, right? Seasons of life. And so some of you are in your winning season, while some of you are in a season right now where you're learning, you're growing. It's tough. But here's what I want you to understand. Let me give you the answer to the test. All of you are God's children. There's nothing you can do to separate the love that God has for you. One of the reasons why I talk so much about God, and I don't apologize for it, and nor am I perfect, okay? So get that through your skull. I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be perfect. I'm all about making progress and nothing more, okay? But the reason why I talk so much about God, because to me it's amazing to know someone loved me when I wasn't even loving him. Someone cared for me when I really didn't care about him. Someone made provisions for me when I didn't even know such a word. You see, so to me, that's love. And so that's why you always hear me tell you there's nothing that you can do to separate the love that God has for you. And so here's what I'm saying that to say. The answer to life's trials and tribulations, the answer to being more successful and having an abundance of success in everything that you do, the answer is what you make happen for others, God will gladly make it happen for you. It's all about serving. Listen, I don't care. Listen, we find so many examples in our life of people that maybe they may not be your cup of tea. In other words, maybe you may not be too frank or too fond of them, because you don't like or approve something about their swagger or how they dress or how they talk or maybe their philosophy. But at the same token, if we look deep down at maybe why they're winning in life, perhaps they found a way to create a product or a service, okay, or maybe both, that are bettering people's lives. And so what is the philosophy? Say it again. What we make happen for others, God will gladly make it happen for you. In other words, if you create a product or a service and it benefits my life, guess what? In return, you're going to benefit. So this is why I want all of you, the number one prayer that I have for everyone that listens both live and those of you that listen to the replay, I want you to get it deep down in your crawl that the answer that you're looking for, it comes down to serving. What you make happen for others, God will gladly make it happen for you. I've said that now 4 times. Each and every single one of you, you truly do matter. God has hidden something inside of you that we all need. The moment you finally wake up and discover what it is, baby, it's on. Let me say that again. The moment you finally wake up and discover what it is that you have been given, there's a gift in you. And once you recognize it, once you finally begin to grasp it and you begin to hone it and to sharpen that skill, I'm telling you, man, it's on. There's nothing that can stop you the moment you discover what your true gifting is in this world. And here's what I can tell you. I don't know what your gift is. I don't know what you're meant to do, but I do know it has something to do with service. It has something to do with serving. That is a fact. You can drop the gavel. You don't need to question yourself anymore. Whatever gift that you've been given, it's because you're meant to serve. And so that's why the philosophy that we have on this call, and that's why we don't need to capture your phone number and try and sell you on other things. No. This is a free call. Come one, come all. It's absolutely free. Being an entrepreneur, let me tell you, baby, it's not easy. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 17, and I'm too far in to turn back now. Okay? It's not easy. And to be able to be on a call where someone is going to pour into you absolutely free. Oh, I'm telling you, I really wish I had something like this that I could tune into week after week, and the vibe was always going to be the same. There wasn't no angles. There wasn't nobody trying to hustle me. There wasn't nobody trying to ask me for, can you pay this? Can you pay that? It was just, they were just going to pour into me because the philosophy was what they make happen for me, God would gladly make it happen for them. You see, that's what I want you to get. Okay, so be thankful, be grateful that we have this call. Share it with your friends. If you don't have time to listen in some weeks, catch the replay. We always upload the replay instantly to the Facebook. We upload it to our YouTube. If you don't know my YouTube channel, it's RomacioFulcher.com. I'm telling you, sometimes it'll do you well just to go back and re-listen to all the audios that we've had over the last 5.5 years. You know, some people don't really understand the value of words. You know, when I was growing up as a younger man, we used to hear this old adage called, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. You know, it's so funny that as you get older in life and you begin to learn more, discover more, you realize how much stuff that you heard along the way just isn't true. Words are the most powerful seeds known to man. Write that down. I said words are the most powerful seeds that you possess. You say, well, how do you know this? Because God, he spoke a word, and things came to pass. God is not man, he should not lie. He's a spirit, and he spoke a word. And when he spoke a word, that word, listen to me, that word is where all the power is. That's why I love how the old folks say, "Oh, that was a good word that you taught today, Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so. Oh, I need to hear a good word." You ever hear old people say that? Oh, man, listen, don't you ever, ever, ever again underestimate the power of your words. I'm reminded by the late Jim Rohn. He said, don't be lazy with language. Don't be lazy in the English language. I know sometimes when I was a little boy and sometimes even still as an adult, I get frustrated when I can't explain myself. But what I do is I just go deeper and deeper into the English language to find the word that actually goes together with the feeling. Because listen, when you speak, and you learn to speak with power and authority in terms of, let me give you an example. Many of you have children. Some of you don't. Even if you don't have kids, you once upon a time were a kid. So you're going to relate to what it is I'm going to say. Do you remember the time when you were a kid and maybe perhaps you used to get out of line, or maybe you said something or you did something, or maybe you were trying to challenge your parent, or maybe you just flat out being bad? And do you ever remember when your mother or your father looked at you, or maybe your grandparents, and they looked at you and they spoke to you in such a way, it wasn't a long sentence, but it was short and it was powerful, and you knew that between their words and their body language that they meant what they said, and everything in you ceased? What's that mean? Everything in you stopped. You knew you bet not do it again, because if you did, there was going to be some repercussions. There was going to be some consequences. In other words, what I'm saying to you, words have power in them. Don't you dare underestimate the power of your words. So for those of you that think, oh, man, this is such a good call, it makes me feel good, and, he's going to say something that'll help me. Absolutely, this is true. You can count on that. But at the same time, I want you to understand the power of your words. See, listen, many times it's become second nature for a lot of people to go talk to a family member or a friend about how bad things are going for them. I want you to write this down. This is not even our topic today. We're going to get into the topic in about 5 minutes, but I want you to write this down. I want you to understand that it's a horrible thing for you to share bad feelings, bad information with your family members and friends. Let me say it again. I said it's a horrible thing for you to share bad feelings, bad information with your family members and friends. Huh? What do you mean, Romacio? I said it's a horrible thing for you to speak bad words about your finances, bad words about your girlfriend or your husband, bad words about your boyfriend, how mad you are at him because he did you wrong. It's a horrible thing to speak bad words about the health thing that you're going through right now, and you just keep saying it over and over and over and over again. Because, see, when you speak that stuff, what happens is you give life to those words. That's how powerful word is. Because, see, God created this. He created you from word. So what you speak, you give energy to. And that's why it's so important that you don't let or allow bad things to come out of your mouth. I know we're all human and we all make mistakes. I make more than anybody. But I can tell you, you need to get this. If you've got some bad feelings and some bad energy and some bad thoughts going on, take it to God. You can talk to God about anything. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to air bad information. Write that down. You don't want to do that. Now, some of you are wondering why your manifestation of what it is that you're waiting for hasn't happened yet. And there's many of reasons, and I'm not going to try and play God, but I can tell you the one thing you don't want is you don't want to block the very blessing that's coming for you. Now, some of you say, well, how could I block something that God has for me? Well, listen, yes, God has blessings for you. Yes, God has miracles for you, but he also needs your participation. You got to participate in your own rescue, baby. Come on now. This ain't a magic trick. You're going to have to participate. And so what we're saying is, I want you to learn how to use your mouth effectively. That's not even our message today, but that's just an extra bonus. And so when you go back and you go through the archive of all these calls that we've done, and you begin to listen to a word, I promise you that word has power. specifically if you let it penetrate, specifically if you begin to apply something from the word that you hear, right? Now, that leads me right into what our topic is today. Guys, today's call is going to be rather short, but it's going to be like a Mike Tyson overhand right. It's going to be a knockout call, okay? You ready? I want to make sure you got your pen, you got your paper. You ready? Because we're getting ready to go in hard. For those of you that remember the Mike Tyson, when he was 21 years old, he's a big fighter, professional fighter. Boy used to knock you out in 60 seconds. The call was going to last a little bit longer than 60 seconds, but I tell you, the blow that we're about to deliver right here, this is it. This is it right here. This is it. We know, one of the things I know for sure is everybody on this call that's listening live and those of you listening to the replay, we all are waiting on something. We all are preparing for something. Everybody is. And in a complicated world with a lot going on, and, you know, some days you feel like this, some days you feel like that, you know, I thought I would actually start a series today where we're going to make it so simple for you to begin to have progress in life. So simple. We're going to make it stupidly simple for you to have progress. I want you to know there's not a sin or a mistake that you could make big enough that God won't forgive you. Now, why am I saying that? Really, I'm talking to myself, but I'm letting you hear how I talk to myself. Because I'm so powerful that the enemy loves to attack me. Write that down. I'm so powerful that the enemy knows that if he can get me, he can get a whole army. Write it down, baby. I'm so powerful. You see, I'm so powerful that the enemy loves to try and attack me. He loves. Now, let me share something with you. How does the enemy attack you? It always starts in your mind. Always. Some of you think the devil wants your girlfriend. The devil don't want your girlfriend. Some of you think the devil wants your bank account. The devil don't want your bank account. No, the devil don't. He don't. No. What are you going to do with your girlfriend? Some of you think, well, the devil did it. The devil broke my car. Wait a minute. What do you think? The devil going to drive down Highway 99 in your vehicle? The devil don't want your car. What are you talking about? No, the devil wants your mind. That's what he wants. That's what he wants. Because if he gets your mind, you'll burn your car. You'll self-sabotage if he gets your mind. So the first thing I want you to know, there's nothing you can do to separate you from the love that God has for you. There's nothing you can do that the blood on Calvary that was shed won't forgive you of. There's nothing you can do. And I need you to get that. I need you to grasp that. Because some of you on this phone call, you keep trying to be perfect. And listen to me. Why don't you write the word perfect and then draw a line through it? You ain't going to ever be perfect. So stop trying to be perfect and just try and be a little bit better. Stop striving for perfection and strive to make progress. What's the theme of our call today, guys, is called 1% better. The theme of our call and the theme of the series is called 1% better. What we're going to do here, we're going to, in just a moment, the goal here is just for you to get 1% better per week. I'm not even going to do it 1% daily because that's a huge number. 1% better per day, that's 365% better in a year. We're going to do 1% better per week. Per week. Let me ask you some questions. And for all you salespeople right here, watch what I'm about to do to you. This is how you close somebody. You don't close people by talking to them. You close them by asking them questions. You ready? Here we go. Do you want to get better? Answer the question, yes or no. Well, what do you mean, Romacio? I'm talking to you. Yes, you. The one that you don't think I'm talking to, I'm talking directly, specifically to you. Hello, this is my spirit talking to your spirit. Once again, let me ask it again. And this time, I'm going to go a little deeper. Do you want to get better with your health? Stop. That's either a yes or a no. There is no maybes here. It's either you do want to get better or you don't. And I can accept either answer. Do you want to get better with your health? Yes or no? That's question number one. Question number two, do you want to get better in your spirituality? Do you want to get better spiritually? I remember there was a time in my life I didn't want to get better. That's not the case today, but my question is yes or no. Do you want to get better spiritually? Yes or no? Okay. Number three, Do you want to get better with your family? Maybe you don't like the way your family is. Maybe you got some brokenness in your family. Maybe just, maybe you don't like the love that's going on. Do you want to get better with your family? Yes or no? And then finally, number 4, let's talk about your money. Let's talk about your business. Do you want to get better as it relates to money? Do you want to get better as it relates to having more success, or as the Bible says, good success? Do you want to get better? Yes or no? Okay, and if you answered yes to any one of those 4 topics, once again, topic number 1, we talked about health. Topic number 2, we talked about spirituality. Topic number 3, I talked about family. And topic number 4, I talked about money. If you answered yes to any one of those actual topics that you want to get better, this call right here is just for you. Repeat after me, tailor-made. This call is tailor-made just for you. If that's really what you want. I'm going to give it to you real simple. It's not going to be complicated, and it's going to be fun, okay? If you want to get better. Now, the theme of the call, or the theme of the series, because this is going to be a 4-week series, and it's called 1% Better. 1% better. 1% better. 1% better. Again, we're not striving for perfection. We're striving for progress. We're not striving for perfection. We're striving for progression, progress. 1% better per week. That's right. We're going to get 1% better per week. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about, first of all, there's nothing that you can do that will separate you from the love that God has for you. There's nothing that you can do that God was going to say, you know what, I'm going to take the gift that I've given to you, I'm going to take it away from you. No, doesn't work that way. Does not work that way. God doesn't say, well, when you be perfect, then I'll let you be more successful. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's how the devil works. That's not how God works. Okay? That's the first thing I want you to know, that there's nothing, you're not too dirty, you're not too messed up, you haven't sinned too much. Just get that out your mind, that you got to be perfect before you can be better. Stop it right now. As a little baby says, stop it. Stop it right now. Stop thinking like that, because I can show you a million different people who still ain't perfect, but they winning. So it has nothing to do with you being perfect, okay? All right. Now, what I want you to do now is I want you to think about which one of those areas do you want to start with in terms of getting better. Now, some of you are probably saying all 4. Don't do all 4. Pick one. We're going to do 1 per week. Pick 1 per week. Okay? And I'm going to show you what the goal here is. See, some of you have to understand that success and rhythm are synonymous in terms of being more successful. I want to say that again. I'm going to say it a couple times. Rhythm is so important. Rhythm and success, they go together. But see, a lot of times when you don't have good disciplines and you don't have good habits, you can't establish a good routine. And when you can't establish a good routine, your rhythm is very erratic. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. And see, if I want to break it down for you to be more successful in any area, any of the 4 that we just talked about, all we have to do is establish a good rhythm. Now, obviously, you can't establish a rhythm until you make a decision. And so by now, hopefully, you've decided to get better, right? So what we're going to do, our goal is to get better 1% per week, not per day, but per week. So think about whichever one you want to start with first, whether it's spirituality, whether it's health, whether it's family, or whether it's money. Okay? I want you to think about that first. Which one of those are you starting with first? And the goal is I'm just going to get 1% better this week. That's it. By the time I hear from you next Sunday, I want to know that you got 1% better next week. And here's why I want to know that. Because, see, your feelings do matter. They do matter. Your feelings do matter. And most of you know that I'm known for saying when you feel good, you'll do good, right? The problem is the devil's goal is to keep you feeling so bad, so discouraged, so lethargic, so lazy, so overwhelmed that you can never begin to take any significant action so that you can establish a routine, because once you start to establish a routine, you start to feel better. And that's the devil's goal. Now, I need you to use your brain right now and understand that the devil's goal is to steal, to kill, and destroy. His goal is to keep you confused, to keep you overwhelmed, to keep you feeling it's too difficult. You ain't enough. You can't do it. No, it's never going to happen for you. You're just not meant to have a baby. You're not meant to be married. You're not meant to have love. That's what the devil wants to do. He wants to keep you doubting, confused, unsure, dim. He doesn't want you bright, powerful, strong, assertive. He doesn't want any of that. Okay? So you gotta see what's happening here. So what we're doing is we're gonna break through. And how we're gonna break through? We're gonna have a breakthrough because we're gonna get better 1% per week. We're gonna start with 1% per week, and by the time it's all said and done, if you continue this process, you'll be getting 1% better per day. And next thing you know, you're gonna have such a strong routine that like I always say, your daily routine will take you straight to your dreams. Sometimes, I talk about my mom a lot. She's a huge hero of mine. She's definitely a major influence in my life, someone I love and respect and cherish. And I just honor the way that she lives her life. And I've watched her. And the reason why I talk about her so much is I've studied her and I watch her. I pay attention, man. I pay attention to her in my sleep. Can you believe it? I really do. And I just watch. And I don't know why. Ever since I was a little boy, I study. I don't know why I study my parents. I just do. And one of the things I was so impressed with as a young man, and even to this day, is all the different adversities that would come her way. I was really impressed with how she handled them. And what that taught me or forewarned me of is that adversities are going to come to me as well. They're going to come to me as well. And how will I handle them? And what I learned is what makes a man or woman strong is not their first and last name. It's not how big their bank account is. It's how well can you go through an adversity. How well can you go through an adversity of any kind? Family adversity, health adversity, relationship adversity, money adversity. I mean, that is what it's all about. That is how you perfect your faith. You're going to go through things. I saw a T-shirt today. I loved it. It said, "Dream, struggle, win." I loved it. It summed it up so quickly. Dream, struggle, win. That's how it's going to happen. Oh, yeah, you want that man of your dreams? You want that woman of your dreams? Oh, yeah, you're going to have it, but it's going to be a struggle. Something I don't know what it is. It's going to be some adversities. That's just how it works. That's how God designed it. Makes you stronger. So anyway, talk a lot about my mom because it's such a pure example of someone I've never seen fail the test. I'm reminded of one of the things she said one day. She says she wonders why God trusts her so much. See, it's amazing how God knows who he can trust with what. It's amazing. That's how powerful God is. He knows so much more about you than you'll ever know about you. And so my point is that I talk a lot about her because it's just a good example that I can easily reference something that I know is pure, it's true, and it's consistent. It's consistent. It's consistent. And so my point is my mom has a routine. And I'm not going to get into what her routine is because that's not the point. The point is I'm impressed by someone that I've constantly saw and witnessed, always get it right. To the best of her ability, she's always gotten it right. And literally, I look at what her routine is. And see, again, when we say your daily routine will take you straight to your dreams, it will. So I want you to think of someone that maybe someone that you can visualize, that you look up to, or someone that means a lot to you and you like when you think of spirituality, as far as you know, or where you're at in your life right now, they're a good example for you. Think of that person. I don't know. Just visualize a person right now. Okay? Think of a person, if we're talking about family, think of a good family man or a good family woman, somebody that has the morals and the character that you aspire to have, and you like the way that they do family. Just think about it. All right? Now think about somebody that has the health or type of health that you would like to have. Just think about that. Now think about it. Think about somebody that has the money that you would love to have, has the business, the type of success that you would like to have. You see, all of those different topics I just gave you, and all of those different people that you're visualizing, all of those people, they have to have a discipline of routine to be able to produce the success that you're witnessing. Let me say it again. All of those people that you're visualizing right now in your mind, they all have to have a discipline. In other words, a routine. For them to be able to be the way that they are, there is a routine. There's some type of discipline. You do not get success of any kind without any discipline. The guy that has the health body that you like, there's a discipline there. The businessman or woman that's successful in the way that you want, there's a routine there. There's a discipline there, right? The person that every time they smile and every time they hit an adversity, they always find the positive in it, and they always turn negative into positive, and they're just so spiritual and so beautiful, and you just love being in their presence. There's a discipline that they have. Hello, is anybody listening to me today? There's a discipline that they have. There's a routine that they have. Are you getting what I'm saying to you today? I'm giving you a roadmap. This is the roadmap right here. This is the roadmap right here. It's all about making progress. Okay? That's all it is. And you can't make progress until you first make a decision. So you've already made the decision, all right? Now, you've already decided, okay, which area this week are you going to get 1% better in? 1%. 1% better this week. 1%. Now, some of you may say, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I want to get 1% better in my finances. I want to get 1% better in my relationships. I want to get 1% better in my health. I want to get 1% better in my spirituality. And here I'm going to give you a simple answer today, and it's going to shock most of you. I want you to use your instincts. I want you to learn to trust your instinct. God did not make success so far from you that you can't ever find it. Let me say it again. God did not make success so far from you that you can't never find it. So I want you to use your own instinct. What's 1%? What's one thing you can do this week just to get 1% better? 1% better. Okay? There is no wrong answers. Stop listening to people telling you, well, that's wrong. I'm so sick of people telling me what's wrong. Just stop. Just stop it. It's not wrong. It's part of the process. The Bible says you was lost before you can be found. So therefore, it's cool to be lost. Because had I not been lost, I'd never be found. Don't tell me it's wrong. It ain't wrong. Okay? So I want you to stop. So again, there is no wrong answers here. So think about, just trust your instinct. Trust your instinct. And the reason why I'm telling you to do this, guys, I used to have a big problem with this one. I used to doubt myself so much because I would watch how Johnny was doing it, whatever it is, or I would watch how Sarah was doing it. And I would compare myself to Johnny or Sarah. And let me tell you, comparison is the thief of all joy. Write that down. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Stop comparing yourself to him or her. Can't nobody do you like you. You know, I love having conversations about how I was raised, and yes, my parents did used to spank me. They believed in what the Bible says. The Bible talks about spare the rod or spoil the child. Yes, I know some people do not believe in spankings. Some people believe in CPS. Okay? I understand that. But I'm so grateful that my parents put that wood to me, and I'm serious wood. That's me. I love it. I turned out pretty good. Oh, my God, I can't believe your parents. Yes, my whole family spanked me. My mom, my dad, my grandparents on both sides, my aunties, uncles. It was a whole village. They all believed in it. Everybody was in on it. Absolutely. I remember my mother, she went to my school and scheduled an appointment with the principal of my school to beat me in front of my class. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I was in 8th grade. She scheduled a meeting, and she must have spanked me for at least 25 minutes in front of my class. I mean, no, literally, class literally stopped. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring in Colleen Fulcher. She has a meeting with her son. Take it away, Colleen. And she literally spanked me for 25 minutes in front of the class. Now, again, see, when I was younger, I used to be so embarrassed. Oh, my God, I'm getting spankings. Oh, my God, I don't really know if my parents are raising me right. They're beating me. I saw Kunta Kinte get beat. Is that right? Is that slavery? I don't know. I used to be so unsure that what my parents were doing was wrong. Listen to me. Listen to me, guys. I used to feel like it was wrong because my buddy Johnny, he never got beat. No, he don't get beat at all. Again, I want you to trust your instincts. Stop trying to compare yourself to what happened to Johnny. That's how they do Johnny in Johnny's house. Well, the way that they raised Romacio and Rashawn was a lot different. Stop trying to compare yourself to other people. And so that's why now I'm of age, I'm wiser now. I understand God and his beauty. There's a million ways to get something done. There's a million ways to have success, to accomplish something. There's a million ways. So I'm not saying that, if you don't get spankings, that's wrong. I'm not here to say all that. No, I'm not your counselor. I'm just telling you, follow your own instincts. I know one thing, you ain't going to never be happy if you keep trying to make everyone else happy. Okay? So again, let's go back to the homework assignment. So think about what it is that you're going to get 1% better this week. 1%. And I want you to trust your own instincts. It's like a little kid. Do you understand little kids hate instructions? They hate instructions. I'm talking about little babies. They don't want no instructions. You think of a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old. Think of it. They don't want no instructions. They want to play. They want to do what they want to do the way they want to do it, and they want to figure it out. They want to learn as they go. They're trusting their own instincts. This is very important. Okay? Trust your own instincts for the next 7 days of whatever area it is that you're going to get 1% better in. If your instincts tell you to go get yourself a coach or mentor, go do it. If your instincts tell you to do blah, blah, just do it. Stop. Don't question if you're doing it wrong. I heard somebody say, I done done it wrong enough, long enough. What did he say? He said, I done done it wrong enough, long enough to finally have gotten it right. You see? So there's no such thing as you doing it wrong. You got to try stuff. That's what you got to do, baby. All right? And so what we're going to do, we're going to take a long approach to this thing of getting better, and we're going to do it 1 week at a time. So what I want you to do right now, because we're getting ready to end the call, I now want you to put your action plan in place. We've done a lot of talking. What I want you to do right now, for the next 10 minutes, we're going to hang up the phone. I want you to grab a piece of paper, grab your phone, whatever you use, and I want you to write what are the simple action steps that you are going to take towards getting 1% better in the specific area that you chose to get better in this week. And I only want you to do one area. Don't try and do all four. Don't try and do family, spirituality, money, and health all at the same time. Just pick one. Just roll with me here, guys. Just follow my lead here. We're going to get it all done, but just take one thing. I heard somebody say, man, anything more than one is one too many. Just keep it simple. One thing. That's it. And you notice, I'm not going to give you suggestions. I'm purposely not giving you suggestions to jog your mind of what action to take. I want you to start believing in you. I want you to trust your instincts. And next week, we're going to come back on, and it's going to be part 2 to this call, okay? And then the same topic next week. We're going to be talking about the same thing, 1% better. 1%, baby. I just want to get 1% better. That's it. That's it. That's all I want. No. Hey, Tyrone, Johnny, Frank, y'all can have 5%. I just want 1%. That's all I want, baby. I just want 1%. Just give me 1% this week, and I want another 1% next week. That's all I want. No, I don't want no 20%. You can have that. because I can't sustain that. I can't keep up 20% week over week. I can't do that, but I can do 1% week by week. You feeling me? All right, baby. Look, I love y'all. All right, take your 10 minutes right now. Go ahead, write out your action plan of what you're going to do for the next week. Keep it simple. I love you. I'm the California kid. Always remember, and all that you do, there ain't nobody in the hood any greater than you. I love y'all.